Very wise. Let's start with the motion on Libya. We saw the caucus in favor of an extension up in Ottawa. They voted in favor of an extension of the Canadian mission in Libya. Yeah. How contentious an issue do you think this is going to be here at the convention?
I'd say it's a very contentious issue, and I'm sure that there will be enormous debate focusing on that because the party leadership is in an untenable position. It argues in favor of a review of the position and voted in Parliament to support the extension. Saying that there won't be a further extension, but we've heard this, we've seen this play before, and it's been unfolding in Afghanistan over a span of 10 or 11 years. It was only the Socialist Caucus at the Quebec City Convention in 2006 that convinced the party to adopt a change, and that is Canada out of Afghanistan, and we say Canada out of NATO as well. So in terms of Libya, that issue will come to the fore. There's a resolution from the establishment calling for a review, but we will be moving referral with instructions to replace it with the socialist resolution, which says the Canadian mission should end. The HMS Charlottetown should be withdrawn from Mediterranean waters. We're totally opposed to the partition of Libya, the bombing campaign, and turning Libya basically into a protectorate for Western oil interests.
How much support do you think that, because you just mentioned what you'll do then, you'll try and oppose the resolution, have it replaced by the Socialist Caucus resolution. How much support do you think you'll garner?
It's hard to say. I think that there's tremendous sentiment on the floor. How much, though, will the leadership of the party invest in trying to dissuade the delegation, from taking the position that they naturally would, that the NDP should be a party for peace, against war, against wars of occupation and intervention abroad. The waste in lives and national treasure is just unsupportable. So how much will they invest in trying to thwart the will of the convention? That remains to be seen. Pull on the heartstrings, we don't want to go out on a limb. We want to support the troops. We want to, et cetera, et cetera. That's not, NDP policy, and it shouldn't be accepted here. And I think that there's a good chance it'll be rejected.
But you make an interesting point, and that is that you would hope to replace the, as you call it, the party establishment resolution with one from the Socialist Caucus. How much success are you having these years in the Socialist Caucus of getting your motions to resolutions? Because I noticed here, if I'm not mistaken, there isn't a single resolution from the Socialist Caucus. Back in Halifax 2 years ago, I don't think any resolution from the Socialist Caucus made it forward. What's happening?
Well, I'll tell you this. If we could get our resolutions to the floor for debate on the major issues confronting the party and the working class in this country, that would tell you that we're in control of the party, which we're not. So we're not surprised, and we're not demoralized by the actual situation. We're heartened that our views get a very positive response. There's resonance for anti-war, anti-bailout, for social programs, defense of the postal workers, and all the other positions that we advance. So we're cool with that, and we're going to continue the struggle.
Last question. A lot of people will be paying attention on Sunday when there's a vote on changing the preamble to the party constitution, removing the term democratic socialist and replacing it by social democrat. So removing all the two allusions in the preamble to socialist.
Right.
What do you make of that? And do you think the amendment will pass and the preamble will be changed?
No removal of a few words from the preamble of the Constitution can eradicate the socialist roots of the party or the working class base of the party. In a way, it's kind of a distraction from important issues that we want to debate at this convention. But of course, we will oppose that proposal because we think it sends a signal to the Canadian establishment that this party can be counted on not to rock the boat, that there'll be no anti-capitalist proposals emanating from the leadership. I think the ranks will have something different to say, but regardless the outcome of the word on the issue of amending the preamble, this remains the party for advancing socialist policies in the context of the Canadian body politic, and we're going to continue to pursue that.
Okay, Barry Weisleiter, thank you very much for taking the time.
You're very welcome.
All right, Peter Van Dusen back with you, and this is the scene at the Vancouver Convention Centre live as we await the opening ceremonies for this.